All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to GWR Gonzo'S Wrestling. I'll fix our camera in a bit for some reason.
I was gonna say, you guys are right there.
Right as we were starting. But I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by Tony Gonzo'S, Marcus Fine.
Scoot back, guys. Scoot back. Jeez.
We'll start off right.
Yeah.
Oh, but what happened? Our camera went out and switched right as we were starting.
All right, well, you do that, and I'll say, hey, Mark, Billy Buzz, and hey, Jeff. What's up, brother? We got one of the dirty birds in the
Nation. Woo! We got him in the house tonight.
Also,
Yeah,
before we
there we go. Right.
before we went on the air, I seen that Anthony Barr was commenting on just one of the posts. I think maybe he thought we was on already, but he was saying hi.
We should see him a week from Sunday. There's Mr. Danger.
Well, guys, we'll go ahead and start with the. Supposed to have a couple special guests. One was supposed to be on earlier. Supposed to be on pretty soon. I don't know. We'll see what happens there. We do have Ricky Gunnz for the rapid fire segment a little bit later.
He's in the chat. So.
Yep, we'll go ahead and start with the independent wrestling report with Marcus Fine.
All right. I got two shows. We already attended one, but I did get the results from Wrestling Theology's, I think it was Harvest Havoc. Took place in Anderson, Indiana on Saturday. These are courtesy of fellow superfan Sean Berkey. I've known Sean now for 15 plus years, so pretty good guy. We cross paths every so often. So, okay, here we go. Chuckles the Clown and Mr. Fitness defeated Juwan Thomas and Saucy Josh Morris. Jeremy Hagley defeated Cassius Starr. The Bomb Eric Surge defeated Poison Apollo Star. The Marionette Noelle Summit retained the women's title against Ari Alexander. MBJ and Pompano Joe defeated the Warhorse by count out, and Warhorse retained the belts because they walked away. Anthony Tolatelli defeated Jacob Rose with Mortimer Blankenship III, retained the U.S. title. And here's the great one. This made my night. The veteran Jack Vaughn defeated Space Cowboy Stacey Alexander to win the Belt of Truth Championship. Now, of course, he used brass knuckles, but congratulations to Jack Vaughn, who is the new Belt of Truth champion in Wrestling Theology Fellowship. So that means if that's going to happen, I will get to cross paths with Jack Vaughn really soon because I'll make sure to get one of those shows. All right. Last night, Top Row was all in the dub. For a very successful veteran show, we want to shout out to Mike Lee, who once again pulled off a fabulous event. They raised close to $1,000 plus or minus in there somewhere, and they gave all that to that lady last night. Fantastic night. Here we go. Phoenix defeated Too Loud Timmy Jackson. Pogo defeated everybody's buddy Mike Noble. Zach Nova upset win over Vinny Vachetti. JJ Liberty defeated Juan Sanchez. And all our matches of the night, I believe. I know it's mine and Tony's, probably Chris too. I don't know if he'll have to tell us, but Logan Myers defeated Zay Gates and IK3 in a triple threat match. Main event, Jordan James defeated Jackson Morgan, Kenneth James, and JKO, Joey the Kid Owens. He is the new inaugural, brand new WCWO Veterans Champion. And then in an impromptu match, because the fans kept yelling 5 more minutes, which made no sense because Joey yelled those when time limit draws hit. But he said, all right, I'll give you 5 minutes, but I'm only wrestling Joey. And for about 2 minutes, they wrestled, and then he said, hell no, I'll just take my belt and go home. So Joey won by count out, but Jordan James is the new WCWO Veterans Champion. So, packed house. Well,
Some
decent-sized house.
No, I agree with you guys. Match on match of the night, I thought it was that triple threat match as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
me
agree.
and Tony thought we probably could have watched another half hour of them doing that. Because they
Yeah.
just nonstop.
Well, like you said, it was a great night, and I talked to Mike Lee after the show, and I told him I said I only have one complaint, and I said it's just me being selfish and nitpicking. I said, but that's the triple threat match should have been longer, but that was just because it was so good. It could have went 10, 15 minutes longer easily.
It was very good. It was a great show. Like Marcus said, they raised a good amount of money for that organization. So it was a great night. A very good show, and fans were very into it. Very loud crowd. Chris will be playing that here. I don't know, maybe sometime this week or next week. I would assume.
I'll try. Plan is hopefully tomorrow evening.
Okay. So yeah, it was a good show. Definitely don't want to miss it. It was really good.
All right, we got Cold X in the house. They don't like Warren. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Whatever.
Our good buddy Scarecrow's in the house. What's up, Scarecrow? And my good buddy Johnny Swade is in the house. What's up, Johnny?
Woo.
Yeah, got a lot of people in there. We'll go ahead and bring in our guest, our first guest. I think he's on there.
Oh, is he here?
He's here.
Uh,
We're going to go ahead and bring our first guest on.
I
Brodie
like Johnny Swade. Oh, boy.
Johnny?
Brodie, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming on.
What I can hear is that fat bald mother. Hold on. Let me keep it PG for the kids here. You know,
No, don't PG it. Just say it. You know what's going to say, you asshole.
fat ass Peter Griffin right there.
That's a bullshit.
He's barely able to breathe. You barely able to breathe, fat man.
You better get an F counter going, Chris. It's going to start flying here in a minute. Son of a bitch.
First of all, Brodie, I want to ask you about you. I believe you may have I can't tell. Does he have a belt on him there?
What? Oh, you mean the one he had to steal
Yeah,
because he wasn't man enough
I
to
got
win it on his
my
own?
title. This is my title.
And is that the Warrior Pro Championship? Or the
Warrior Pride.
Warrior Pride?
The Warrior Pride. Do you not see it say Warrior right there?
Well, I'm kind of blind. I'm old. Remember?
Yeah, he's old, man.
I'm old.
He can't
Get your
see.
glasses fixed.
It ain't gonna help. But anyway, that was a very controversial match. You pretty much just beat the hell out of him before the match started, and
Wasn't even a match.
beat the hell out of him during the match. I don't know.
Because Cecil doesn't deserve to be in the ring with me. Cecil doesn't deserve this. Cecil doesn't deserve it. What has Cecil done? Nothing. You see what I did to Cecil?
I did.
That
That
quick.
table completely disintegrated. That was unbelievable.
That quick.
I'd never seen a table explode like that before. I will have to admit to that.
Easy work.
So, will you be having a match of this coming up here this Sunday?
Yes, this Sunday I will defend my Warrior Pride Championship
Against Cecil?
against whoever they put me against. It doesn't matter if it's Cecil. If his old ass can get out of his nursery home bed, if he can get out of bed, he can come. Try to take it back. If they want to put me against Jiu-Jitsu, if they want to put me against IK3, I don't care who it is. I will defend this championship against anybody, anytime, any place, anywhere.
I vote Brodie and IK3 if I get a
That
vote.
would be actually pretty decent.
I would like to see that, but actually, Brodie technically didn't win the belt.
No,
He's got
he
the
didn't-
belt.
He didn't
Just-
there's no technically, he
Hey,
didn't win.
possession
He
is-
sold the damn
Yes,
thing.
Just because you're delusional doesn't mean that you can't say that I didn't win my title.
You have possession of it, that's for sure. And I ain't gonna try to take it
I
from
won
you.
the title. I have possession, right?
You do.
I didn't think that's the way it worked, but okay.
You don't see Warrior Pride Management taking this title off my shoulder.
Well, that's because you
Nobody
ran
can.
out like a little girl and ran out the parking lot, got on a bus and ran off. They couldn't catch it.
Little
I ran out
girl.
like a little girl. How about when I snatched you up at the table?
Yeah, because
Marcus Stein?
I questioned
Was that
your
like a
manhood,
little girl?
evidently. I don't even know what I done that, but evidently.
Because you know who the man is.
Yep.
You know who the man is. Say it. Say who the man is.
Nope.
Don't
Can't
say it, 'cause
touch me
I
now.
might smack the shit out of
Touch
you.
me now.
Yeah. Wait until either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I know your super fan ass will be at a show, and I'll smack the taste right out your mouth.
Getting personal. Well, what is your complaint with Marcus Fine,
You
Brodie?
see, my complaint with Marcus Fine is when I say I'm the man or who's the man, they already know who the man is. This guy, this bald-headed, half-beat wannabe commentator wants to get on the mic and say that he's the man.
I never said that.
No,
I've always said Billy
No.
Rock.
no. You said that you were the man, and that's why I snatched you up, and then you were singing like a little girl in church choir.
What?
You know who the man is.
I never
Who
brought
the
up your
man
church
is.
choir
I have
activity.
this on my shoulder for a reason, because I am the damn man, and ain't nobody gonna take it off my shoulder until I feel like it. Hell, I might just cash this in for a world title match. I don't know yet. I might just do what I want.
Michael Noble getting on here talking trash.
Oh yeah.
I've already beat that little twerp too. Next.
Gotta be careful. Noble and Marcus are good buddies. They're gonna have a rap group together.
Shit, I don't know what planet you're on, Tony. That's not.
Do a handicap match. Marcus
Chris,
and
these
Noble.
damn handicap matches, Tony.
Mr. House on
question.
this.
Come on, dummy. You bald dummy. I'm sure you got a question for me.
I have nothing for you. It ain't gonna matter what I say.
Good.
You're gonna come up with some
Good.
stupid answer anyway. So
I didn't want to answer your damn questions anyway.
good.
Warren?
I didn't ask him.
Warren, you got a question for me?
I'm afraid to ask any questions for you. I don't want to offend you and get on your bad side, because obviously being on your bad side is not a good place to be.
No, because whoever's on my bad side, I'll smack the taste out their mouth.
My question is, you want to defend that belt? Does it matter? You said anytime, any place, anywhere, any style. A hardcore match, a Falls Count Anywhere match.
You
it
don't
don't
want
matter
to
to
do
me.
that. I've seen him in hardcore. You don't want to do that.
It don't matter to me. Obviously, you wasn't around when the fans bring the weapon match happened. It took two of them with weapons to beat me. I am the man around here. And it doesn't matter who wants to and have their little say. It doesn't matter. They know I'm the damn man around here. I've been the man, and I'm going to stay the man. And this right here is just one of many that's going to prove it. This is the start of the collection.
So he's calling a shot. He says there's gonna be more. You're gonna be more than one belt around his.
Well,
shoulders.
what's going to happen this Sunday if you show up to Warrior Pro and management tries to take that belt from you, saying that you're not the champ?
I'm going to walk into Warrior Pro, your Warrior Pride champion. I'm going to smash whoever they put in front of me, and then I'm going to walk my happy ass out of that building with this title on my shoulder, and I'm going to drive home to my daughter, and I'm going to hand this title right to my daughter. That's what's going to happen.
Made no bones about it. He said exactly what he's going to do. Well, I do think Cecil will be there, and I think Cecil's going to try to get that belt back. Now, whether he can get the job done, that's a whole nother story. Marcus, do you think he can get the job done?
Who?
You see
Cecil?
what happened? You see
Well,
what happened
Brody's
to him
going
in
to stay in the
7
ring
minutes?
long enough for 3 minutes to stop beating on the referee to get himself disqualified.
We can
I
do
think
no
you-
disqualification. I don't care. Whatever fits in your little mind, Marcus.
I agree with House right here.
You bring it up. You how about you just, you know what, here, let me do this. You hear that click? That was just a click of a keyboard. I just sent an email to my lawyer and to WPW saying that I will be there Sunday. It doesn't matter who is there. If they want this, they're going to have to take it from me. And I dare somebody to try to take this off my shoulder. Because I guarantee you they are going to be taken out in an ambulance.
You can't put it no clearer than that.
Yeah, but what's that got to do with his lawyer? I don't. What's your lawyer going to do? That didn't have anything to do with your lawyer.
My lawyer is sending over a contract that they will sign.
Okay. Probably Jeremy Hadley's lawyers. Okay, well that you see where that got him.
It don't matter. My lawyers are better than Jeremy Hadley's lawyer. That fake president. Donald Trump's my president.
Former president.
Who's former president?
Hadley is my former president.
It is said that possession is 9/10 of the law. So
That's
I mean, he is in possession of that belt. So
And I don't know who's going to take it
I
from
was
him.
gonna say, I don't think there's anybody at WPW man enough to take it from
stupid
him.
enough. I personally, I would steer clear of the freight train.
I agree 100%.
I'd like to see what dummy's going to take this belt from me.
Well, it seems like Buck has turned over a new leaf. Maybe he thinks that since he's got the people maybe on his side, maybe he's going to try to get that belt back.
Well, maybe Buck can just come out to the ring and try taking it from me. And I'll smack the taste right out of his mouth, too.
I nominate Marcus Fine as the challenger for the belt.
I ain't even going to be there.
We can do it the next month.
Scared.
You'll be there sooner or
Scared.
later.
Well, he probably won't have the belt next month.
Scared. He's scared to be there.
I'm still recouping for what you did to me last month.
Well, you shouldn't have been talking shit on the microphone on this podcast.
Well, that ain't going to stop.
It will if I smack you one too many times. You'll learn.
Glenn's want to be the special referee. Big Glenn.
Warren can be Marcus as the manager.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Warren, Chris has been trying to get us into something with Brodie since that shit happened. He had me and Tony in a handicap match. That damn Chris is just afraid he's going to get involved.
I'm on Brodie's good side.
No, because Chris knows how to keep his mouth shut.
You know, Chris is a brown noser.
Hey, you call it what you want. I ain't the one that got snatched up by Brodie at the last show.
That's true. I ain't gonna lie, it scared the shit out of me because I wasn't paying no attention. The next thing I know, I hear a big old slap.
Well, because I'm halfway across the table, yeah.
Yeah. What the hell's going on?
That's a pretty fair assumption.
I mean, I've seen Brodie throw guys twice my size into orbit. So you know, I'm crazy, not stupid. So.
Well, Brodie, can you tell us where you're going to be at all this weekend? Plug that real quick before we get you out of here. Appreciate you being on.
I'm pretty sure Friday I'm going to be down at the Dub, smacking around whatever dummies down there. And then Saturday, I'm at New Era in Shelbyville, Indiana. And then Sunday, I'm at Warrior Pro Wrestling, which, you know, we got that sissy Marcus Fine that ain't going to be there.
Yeah,
Which
I got another show.
Your podcast rating will probably go up since he ain't going to be on it. You guys should think about firing him.
Man.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Damn.
You know, I've seen less ratings out of your guys' podcast since Marcus Fine joined than I have seen before he joined.
So I think
Maybe something we need to look into.
what we found out here is you guys aren't sharing Christmas cards this year.
I would rather. Never mind. I ain't gonna say that. You gotta
Just
keep
say it.
thinking.
See, that's it. You keep backing out what you're going to say. Just say it.
I'll take that Christmas card of Marcus Fine and I'll wipe my ass with it. That's what I'll do with it.
I don't know which one to
That's
buy.
all it's good for.
Well, thanks for coming on with us, Brodie. We appreciate it.
You might appreciate it.
Well, you don't appreciate it? I appreciate they
Don't
came
start
on the show.
crying. Don't start
Or the
crying.
brown nose it up there in the top left corner now.
Warren, do you
just
appreciate
need-
that Brodie
Brandon,
came on
give
the
you
show?
some tissue paper and wipe them tears up. Stop crying.
I appreciate any guest we have on this show. So thank you, Mr. Bodkins, for your time. We appreciate it.
You bunch of brown nosers.
I like all my hands and fingers and arms in one place.
Yeah.
Well, there he went. Did you delete him or did he just leave?
He
He
just
just- he just
left.
Things just got better.
So everybody knows here, everybody understands it. Brodie does have that championship. Brodie did not win the championship. At least as far as I know, no announcement's been made. I still think Cecil technically is the World Pro champion. So we'll see what happens Sunday. Like I said, Cecil was attacked very quickly before the match, and then threw him in the ring, and then Brodie beat up the ref, and then absolutely did a
Samoan drop off the ring apron through a table,
and that table exploded. I still don't know
onto the concrete floor.
I don't know if Cecil's even able to come back this month. Who knows if he's in any condition after that.
I haven't seen Cecil since then.
I haven't either.
It completely destroyed that table. One of the most devastating things I've ever seen live. Brodie's going to be a tough man to deal with, and more pro and anywhere he goes. So 400-pound man is pissed off, and he's wanting respect, and he's wanting championships. Marcus, I think you could agree, he could be a dangerous man.
Well, I know he's a dangerous man, but he's got to go through the correct avenues to get there. You just don't walk in, take a belt, and
Scarecrow says he knows someone that's going to be a Warrior Pro on Sunday. I'm pretty sure I know what that means, so that's pretty cool.
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about, but we'll see. Okay, let's move on, guys. First of all, real quick, I wanted to say congrats to Zay Gates, who made his debut at MLW this past Saturday night at Lucha Apocalypto in Chicago. Also, I realized today, I don't know if I didn't get to see all the first of that show, but they taped another show that's going to air this coming Saturday. I think that may be the show that he's on, because I know that's the show Matt Riddle is on. So I think that maybe he's going to be on that one. But there's a show on Saturday night, I think at 7. The ones that I'm getting all Lucha. Say that for me, Chris.
Lucha Apocalypto?
Yes, that is on YouTube now. You can watch that 2.5 hours long. What I seen of it looked pretty good. And then they've got the show from this Saturday coming up. Looked like it's going to be a pretty good show. It was the one they were supposed to do a month or so ago and got canceled because of stuff down in Florida. So with the hurricanes and stuff. So they taped that this week. So I believe that's the show Zay Gates is going to be on. So definitely congratulations to Zay. Next up, real quick, I want to talk a little bit about Kevin Owens and the pile driver spot that they did on SmackDown, where now Randy Orton is out. I don't know when he's going to be coming back. Warren, did you get to check that out?
I saw some clips of it. It's sort of interesting. I know they were talking about how it was a banned move and whatnot. I mean, I don't know if Randy's was needing time off or what they're setting up for a story-wise, but I know that I don't believe that's like legit. I don't see why they would put, especially Randy having neck issues. I don't see why they would.
Yeah, I know the last time it'd been banned since 2000. It could be used with special permission. I know the last time I think it was used was 2011. I think they seen the day 2011 when CM Punk did it to John Cena. Was the last time I think it was used. So it's a move they don't use a lot. And I know, Marcus, I think you've seen the video of it. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was pretty impressive how they played that. And I thought it was spot on. I thought it was a spot on hit. I mean, Owens executed that very well.
It wasn't a package one, was it? Because I know that Kevin Owens used to do a package powerbomb. And
it was just a normal old school powerbomb or a pile driver, and it was a pile driver, right?
Yeah, it was a power driver.
Yeah,
okay. Somebody said powerbomb. I'm like, no, wait a minute. I didn't see the powerbomb. Did I watch the wrong video? But
I package pile driver. Okay, so
gotcha.
I like the fact it's old school. They're trying to make moves mean more. I think that's important to do. I know that's against what a lot of times what all the federations do, including WWE, NXT, AEW, all of them. Sometimes they don't sell a whole lot. So, but I like it. I like the storyline. I don't know exactly where they're going with it. I don't know how long Orton's going to be out. I do think that they will end up meeting in a match at some point. But it was pretty interesting. It was pretty good. I thought SmackDown was a pretty good show this week. Next thing up, real quick, I wanted to talk.
Our buddy David's on here. He said it has never been officially banned.
Well, I read a thing that they said that they did in 2000, but I don't know that to be a fact. I do know I read a thing where Stephanie McMahon was asked a question about that and said that it could be used, but only with special permission. And usually that was only given to people like Kane, Undertaker, bigger guys, because they could control it a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know for sure if it hasn't been official, if it was ever official or not. Real quick, before we talk about the ECW show, NXT show, tribute to ECW 2300, I want to talk a little bit about the WWE ID program. They've named their first 10 wrestlers. I knew 3 of them. There's a lot of them I didn't know. One name on there I really loved, Cold Brew Cappuccino Jones.
Yeah.
Wonder if he's related to Rico Jones, Warren. I wouldn't doubt if he was.
Love that name. I don't think he'll be keeping it, but we'll see. Another guy was named Bryce Donovan. Jack Summit, who's Jack Cartwheel, somebody I've seen a few times in Game Changer. I've seen him on NWA. Great athletic young guy.
Some dark stuff for AEW or some like the YouTube stuff they did. Yeah.
Yep. Marcus Mathers is a guy that I think I've seen once in Game Changer, maybe a couple times. A guy, I'm not sure if he's just called Gal or if it's Gal. I don't know anything about the guy, but he's a pretty good sized guy. Sam Holloway, Sean Legacy, Ice Williams. He comes from Booker T's group. He was named Sunday. And on the female side, Zeta Steele, I've seen her before once and on tape, and Zara Zalker. Them are the 10 names that have been announced so far, the first 10 names. And it sounds like they will be going to these schools and be getting special training. There'll be videos of them put on social media on WWE social media. They'll be hyped up more, get a lot more attention. So hopefully it's going to be a good thing. I don't know officially if they'll be getting pay. There's been some rumors of that, but I've never seen that officially where they will be getting pay.
I did read something, and it I don't want to say it sets me off about it because I don't want to shine any negative light on stuff. I think it's super awesome. But I was reading like a lot of these people came from schools that current superstars in WWE run, like Rollins, Black and Gold Wrestling. You said Booker T. I think I saw something that said something from like Cody's Nightmare Academy. So I mean, I hope it's not just going to be them funneling through the superstars that.
Well, no, because most of these names that I named wasn't with those schools. I know Ice Williams was, and maybe 1 or 2 more, but most of them was at other places. But now they'll be going filter to them other places to be trained.
I know Seth Rollins has his little school promotion, whatever, in Iowa. And I thought I read a couple people were from that one. I mean, it's still, but I mean, it could literally be nitpicky on my end, but like, I just hope it doesn't come to like that's where they're doing, like they do spread out to a lot of places that aren't affiliated with current WWE superstars, so we can make sure everyone gets that really cool.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to get opportunities.
From some things I've been hearing and stuff, I don't think it's going to be that. I think, and with some stuff that you'll hear later on, I think you'll see the direction that it could be going. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of inside information that we can't say, but it's pretty cool. But I think one thing too, they can be signed by any other, even though they're under a deal with WWE, they can be signed by anybody else. So if 10A comes calling or AEW comes calling, say, hey, we want to sign you, they can sign them. WWE does have first right of refusal. They can say, that guy can say, look, AEW's offered me this. WWE can say, okay, we'll sign you right now and bring you in, or we can say, okay, you can go ahead and go. So I think it's pretty interesting. Now, whether AEW will take that chance and put them on their shows, I don't know. I mean, they did that before with Dark and shows, and well, they did it with pay-per-views. They put people on pay-per-views that wasn't under contract, and then they were gone and they got upset, which I don't think you should put guys not under contract with you on your shows and then get mad later on. You should sign them.
Yeah.
That's my view on that part. But I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see what goes on with that. Okay, next up, let's go to our NXT 2300 report. And I'm anxious to hear what Marcus's thoughts was on this show. I know he watched it.
No, you want all of them now?
Yeah.
I thought it was well done for what they were doing. Now there was some stuff I had to kind of laugh about.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the montage at the beginning where they included old school ECW with the current NXT roster and kind of blending them together. I did like that.
Yep.
I thought it was really humorous because if you know anything about the old ECW, the holy shit chance that took place at the NXT event just killed me because it's like, are you serious? All she did was drop her ass on that girl off that ladder. You're all yelling, holy shit. But I seen somebody throw a guy into Danny Dorian over the top rope through 2 tables on the floor, and they holy shit that. You can't tell me those 2 things are both holy shit.
Or you get Mike Awesome tossing Spike Dudley 9 rows back into the crowd, and they surf him back up. Or
the one on there forgets when was it Tommy?
Holy shit, that's how bull.
Was it Tommy Dreamer that they choke slammed off that scaffold through like 7 tables that was stacked up or whatever?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, no, that was New Jack dropping Vic Grimes, wasn't it? Is that the one you're thinking?
I think you're thinking of the off the scaffold. He's talking off the side.
It was
of
like
stage.
off the stage or there, whatever there at the arena. I think it was their first. Was it the first pay per view when that? Yeah. I think it was that Barely Legal. And he had like 6 or 7 tables stacked up, and he went through all of them. It was crazy.
There was stuff like, what was it? Beulah pile drove Bill Alfonso, and was it Raven that pile drove Beulah onto a like there was like, I mean,
was it Raven or Sandman? But anyway, we got the stories, but yet that one girl dropped her ass on her, and it's like, holy shit, bull, that was I did that falling in my chair when I come in here earlier. And I said holy shit, but it wasn't because it was amazing. It's because
Marcus, when you brought up that thing about Vic Grimes, actually New Jack should be in prison, right? Well, he's dead now, but he should have went to prison
several times.
Should have been in prison for that because he admitted I was trying to kill him.
Watch Dark Side of the Ring, guys, on New Jack. You'll see that New Jack should never been let out.
Grimes had pissed him off, and he said, I went out and got high as hell, got up on that scaffold, and my plan was to kill him.
Well, that's because Vic Grimes backed out of a move that they had planned off the 4-story building or whatever, and about killed him. So he's like, well, I'll get you motherfucker. And he did. He numbed him up with something in his leg and tossed him off. And it's like...
Yeah, he was something else. What was the match you liked the best on the show, Marcus?
Oh, I had that too. Let me look. Well, I didn't like Ethan Page. I don't like Ethan Page. I thought the 10 won the match. I thought I didn't know where they were headed with that because you get that many people in the ring, but I thought I think they did very well with that.
I thought it was great.
So I'm gonna have to go with the 10 lady match. You're right, Nunzio. Man, that boy is nothing but skin and bones now.
Yeah, he don't have a lot of muscle mass.
No, man, he is. He's lost his muscle.
Nunzio from the full-blooded Italians in ECW. He had another name, Lil Guido too. He went by Nunzio and Lil Guido.
I like the stare that Bubba Ray did in the corner. I don't remember what had happened, but he just stared him down for like 6 minutes. Well, I know it wasn't that long, but
I didn't see a whole lot. But you brought that up. I liked Bully Ray's reaction when Devon came out because the way his facial reaction was like he was really surprised, like he didn't know Devon was going to pop out. I thought his reaction was great.
Francine looks good. I wouldn't ever have recognized her if they didn't say that's who she was. Dawn Marie did very well, and Dawn Marie still looks like Dawn Marie did. She must really been hitting the fountain of youth somewhere. But I was surprised we didn't see like Tommy Dreamer, Justin Lance Storm, Paulie Dangerously. I'm surprised Paulie didn't show up.
I think because of storyline purposes, he hasn't come back yet for the bloodline. I think that's why he wasn't on. Dreamer was on right after the show on Busted Open, reviewing that show. As soon as that show went off the air, so he was back in the studios in New York. Taking Bully's place, because Bully usually does that on Wednesday nights. So since Bully was on TV, Dreamer was filling in for him. I know some people asked about Shane Douglas. I don't think Shane Douglas has a good relationship with WWE. I know he didn't. Whether he does now or not, I don't know for sure. But I know at one point they didn't. There's been some rumors going around we may see Van Dam back for a match.
Oh, shit. You brought that up, too. I told
Marcus's favorite.
I know.
Boy, he did. You
RVD.
Oh, he showed up to that, didn't he? What the hell? That's the first thing. I was in here cussing. Kelly's like, what the hell are you yelling about? Because she does that a lot when she's in the other room. But yeah, Van Dam showed up. I thought it was funny that they said that the referees could go to their own discretion.
Yeah.
But what did they do different except stop chair
Nothing
shot?
really. It wasn't a whole lot.
So, yeah, it was good, but when they kept comparing it to the old one, it's like, you can't compare that to the old one.
There will never be an original ECW ever again. Never. Because you will not be able to. The cancel culture nowadays will not allow you to have an ECW like you did back then. And I think what helped with that back then was the lack of availability of stuff. So you had to be very specific and have certain cable packages, certain things to watch ECW, where now you can just bring everything right up instantly. So I think it gets out to a lot more people. It's the curse. It's the curse. It's the boon of social media and internet is you can get things quicker now. But back then, you'd have to literally wait for it to come out on VHS if you didn't get the pay-per-view. And then, by then it's so far past,
Well, that's what Tony said. He had a hard time finding it because it might be on one channel one week and the next week it wouldn't be. So
I had satellite dish and I could find it on a Saturday night, but you never knew what channel I was going to find it on or what time. One week I'd find it at midnight. The next week it'd be at 3 o'clock in the morning because it was all syndicated stuff and the times changed. But I was always looking for it because I loved ECW.
Yep.
And then once they started doing the pay-per-views and stuff, we watch all of them.
Yep.
And
they had a hard time getting on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It took them forever, over a year, to finally find somebody that would put them on pay-per-view.
But I do like how they cleaned up the ECW arena because when it was ECW arena, it was kind of a dub. I mean, seriously. And
it's been redone. That arena's been redone.
Now, do you think they would have done that if ECW didn't become famous in that building? Or you think they would have torn it down? Because it looked like it always should have been torn down. So
I don't know. I can't. I've never been to Philly, so I don't know.
But do we really have Called X? I mean, is that something to hang our hats on?
Say, why brag about that? That's another one of them holy shits. That's a whole different holy shit. But
yeah, I really enjoyed the show. Loved the opening, like Marcus said, with the music and the videos, the way they spliced it together and the way they presented it. I really liked that. I think the show was great. No, I thought it was a fun show.
It was a fun show, yeah.
I thought it was a very fun show. I really enjoyed it. Heck, I took the night off work to stay home and watch it. I said, the hell with work. I had the time, so I took it.
Oh, yeah. But, Tony, your boss is in here. What's he say? Tony, report to the office tomorrow. Okay.
HR would like to talk to you.
Talk to me. Yeah, I'll give it.
Hey, your phone's ringing, Tony.
That'd be funny if it did.
Yeah.
I have a question. What do you think of Ridge Holland?
Okay, tell me who he took on. Because, see, I'm still working.
He was part of the tag, the main event.
Yeah, he's the one who got the pin in the Bully match.
Oh, I love Ridge Holland.
Okay.
Yeah. He's the one that tagged with Ethan Page. Yeah. Yes, I love Ridge Holland. He kind of reminds me of Ashton Adonis. I thought the look and he's a little bigger than Ashton Adonis, but yeah, I love Ridge Holland.
Yeah.
Why do you love Ridge Holland but you hate Ethan Page?
Because Ethan Page goes, it's that right there.
He just agitates. Hey, we've seen a few wrestlers that agitate Marcus, and he's with him and just agitates Marcus.
Yep, he's in that same thing as Dwan Thomas, and he knows how to get under my skin. He's very good at it.
Yep.
Ron Thomas is very good at it.
Yeah, I heard.
Hey, that means he's doing his job, right?
Yeah, that's
right.
true. I've heard a lot of people complain about Ridge Holland and saying that he doesn't deserve to be in that spot and everything. Look, he took out all of that one group he was in. He won the ambulance match. He now got a pinfall. I mean, they got to build people up. I mean, there's no doubt. Look, the NXT men's division is weak. It just is. And the women's division is probably the best in wrestling, as good as anybody in wrestling for sure. But their men's division is weak. Hopefully they can get that fixed. It got hurt when you send 4 or 5 guys up. That was your main stars in your men's division, and you get you lose Breaker, and you lose Dragunov, and you lose Carmelo Hayes, and you lose these guys and go up to the main roster. They took a big hit, and you don't always. I don't know if they was always prepared for that. I mean, sometimes I think the decisions can come down a week before time. Hey, we're taking them. So, sorry, you better have somebody ready. I think they're trying to build some guys. I like what they're doing with the former Brian Pillman Jr. His name is escaping me right now.
Lexus King.
Lexus King, thanks. I think they're trying to build him up. I think that's going pretty well. But I think they'll get there, and that may be some reason why they're with this WWID program. The first 10 people, 8 of them are men.
Hey, how's it going, Jeremy?
Of course, their women division is, like I said, stacked. So
yeah.
But
just a side note, I told Tony, I don't know if you guys know that Ethan Page, Michael Elgin actually was one of his trainers.
Yep.
So I ran across that and thought that was pretty cool. Ethan Page does very well what he does. So yeah, kudos to a heel because he pisses you off. He's doing his job. So
I agree. I think he's done a good job since he's been in NXT. I really do. It was something they needed. And,
which one is the one that is he said, isn't he the one that broke Big E's neck? Was that?
Yeah, that was Rich Holland.
That was Rich Holland, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And that, I mean, yeah, obviously we all know that came out, but no one blamed anyone. It was just a freak incident.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I remember it happened. I thought that was Ridge, but I couldn't remember 100% sure.
He was a professional rugby player. Tough. He's a tough son of a gun. I guarantee that.
Rugby players normally are. Those guys, that's hardcore hockey or something like that. I mean, those guys are brutal.
Warren, did you happen to see the ratings for the show?
I know what's going on. Yeah,
that was rough.
It was. Yeah,
I didn't think NXT would beat AEW on AEW's night.
No, I knew it was gonna happen. I mean, there was enough going on everywhere Wednesday that there wasn't a snowball's chance in hell that AEW was going to draw anything. So, I mean, I'm not shocked.
I'm not going to lie, because I just thought being on their normal night, I didn't think NXT had a chance to beat them. Not on AEW's normal night.
Yeah. I mean, no, because once again, I mean, they put in, WWE has that ability to bring in, the nostalgia. They've got that. They've just got that, and that's just how it is. And I don't know where else AEW can go. I was just checking some stuff out before we came on. Supposedly there's rumors they're talking about a hard reset of AEW. So
I don't know what they're going to do. It's not going well. Financially, they're doing fine with the TV deal.
Oh, yeah.
But
why do you think their numbers were so down on Wednesday? Do you think it was because NXT was on
NXT
too,
and everyone was watching even though it was a landslide, the presidential elections, they were focusing in on that kind of stuff. And
I think they lost some of their viewers to NXT. I think some of them went.
They lost, and the other
now
problem
what happened 2 years ago.
AEW they don't advertise what they've got going on as good, as well as WWE does. So, like I said, they put this out 2 weeks, hey, this is what's going on. AEW, it's literally Monday. Okay, well, what's going on Wednesday? You don't know until like a couple days before. There's no massive, outside of, what's building up for pay-per-views. You don't know what's going to go on until that week. So you're like, how are you going to get hyped up for something?
Yeah.
Whereas, you're like already NXT people or AEW's like, oh, NXT's already talking 2 weeks from now. They're running ECW's old arena, or they're going live from Chicago and Punk's going to be there. I got to check that out.
Yeah. But
and also like Justin said, it's better stories. And I've always said that WWE has the better stories.
The rumor
What's
is,
up, Mr. Bell?
let's see if you think this is true, but I was watching a guy, his name is JD from New York, and I watch him quite a bit. He's very entertaining, and he's very honest. He hammered.
Is that crazy guy?
Crazy dude? Yeah, he
yeah.
hammered WWE forever when Vince was there, and now he hammers AEW relentless. And I know, but he says if the story's going where he hears it's going, he's worried for AEW. He thinks the story's going back. They're going to go all the way to Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, and the Young Bucks is going to be the savior of AEW to take on Moxley and them when it's all said and done. And he says if they do that, he thinks it's a huge mistake.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of, it's the Hail Mary probably. I mean, they honestly said, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Nothing's really worked.
I haven't had a chance to check yet. I was going to look into seeing where the ticket sales are at for the Fisher show coming up, just to get an idea.
Did you hear they announced 40% off all tickets for the rest of the year?
A lot. I mean, it does. It tells you a lot, and it's disappointing.
For the rest of the year, AEW all tickets 40% off.
It's disappointing because I said I honestly feel that the wrestling is better on that end, but yeah, You can have the most souped up engine in the world in your car. If it doesn't reflect it, no one's going to pay attention to it. So.
Okay, guys, we'll get back on this subject again sometime when we have more time. We're going to bring in our special guest if he gets on with us.
So I get bring Wolf here.
Yep,
Yeah,
Ricky Gunnz.
Thinking about he fell asleep or something, waiting on.
Oh, he just posted
on here.
We're
ready for you, buddy.
All of a sudden,
He must fell asleep.
We got Jordan Bell in here checking us out. Appreciate it, Jordan.
Yeah.
Billy said, "Well, what would it be like today if they went through with the Vince hit?"
Oh, if they would have killed Vince?
Oh, there you go, Chris.
Do you have the link, Chris? He's asking.
Yeah, I sent you the link on Messenger. Just you should just have to click on it.
Are you? Did you send it to Ricky Gunnz, or did you send it to
Gunnz? To Gunnz.
Jordan Bell, we love you too, buddy. We actually love everyone but Called X up in this. So.
Yeah, and I guess what's his face? Jake Elliott's in here.
Well, wait a minute now. Does Marcus love Brodie?
No.
See,
it seemed like a budding friendship was going on there. I think
Brodie's scared of me.
Oh shit!
Next station like that. No, he ain't here to hear it. So
yeah.
Comments like that, I might get to see my match.
Yeah, you might.
I don't want Jordan to be the manager.
Come out and play, Ricky.
Warren could be the manager.
see, Chris doesn't want to get that involved. He wants to be far away watching.
Well,
You gotta have announcers. Man, Chris been doing announcing.
Yeah, I gotta do commentary. I gotta run the camera.
I guess we can maybe take a moment here while we're waiting. I can give it a little announcement that I got going on this Sunday.
Okay.
Yours truly is going to be the special ring announcer for NGW in Crawfordsville. So if you're not able to hit up Warrior Pro, come out to NGW. I'm gonna be doing some ring announcing. I'm gonna look a little different. I'm gonna be a little more clean cut, little special looking, but been given an honor to be a special ring announcer, so I'm gonna dip my toe in that.
Sounds good. Sounds great. Well, I think we're ready.
We ready? Oh my gosh.
He's here. He's peeking.
Hey, boys.
Oh, he finally.
We're going to
Hey,
get things
boys.
started. We're going to do it a little different. We'll let Warren go first, and then we're going to have Marcus, Chris, and then me. That's how we're going to do the rapid fire. So, Warren, we'll let you start things off.
Mr. Gunnz, I am amazed to see that you've been able to pull yourself away from the side of Cult X to be here, to give us the honor of talking to you. But now I have to ask, have you really been able to pull yourself away from them for a few moments? Did they give you the green light to come here? Did you have to get a special permission note? Tell me. Tell us.
I'll tell you what, Warren. You and I have been kind of beefing back and forth for the past month over this whole mad scientist deal, this whole Cult X deal. So I've talked to SWS, and I think I'm going to do you one better, sir. You see, SWS, he has been preparing me for the better part of 5 years. That's half a decade. See, SWS has always saw the greatness in me, even in the darkest of my times. And he's known I'm more than just a right hand. My potential reaches so much further than a right hand. So, with blessings be, I'm here to announce that Ricky Gunnz is no longer affiliated with Cult X. Better yet, Ricky Gunnz is no longer affiliated with the AACW brand. It is time for Ricky Gunnz to step outside and show his greatness, lead his own family. It's time. It's my time.
Wow. Look at that. Look at only on Gonzo's Wrestling Room are we going to get stuff like this. I'm going to be interested to see where you go from here, Mr. Gunnz. We may not see eye to eye. I may not care for your brothers in Cult X, but I will give you my support in your journey.
Mr. Misery, don't get me wrong. Just because there is space between me and my family does not mean that my morals have changed. I'm still here for the outcast. I'm still here for the underdog. I still hold the same morals that I was built on, sir. So if you think I'm about to do this, Mr. Cheer for Ricky, no. My business is as usual, sir.
Marcus?
All right. Well, I got a few things. Rooster, it's good to see you, buddy. I gotta go back to last week. Ricky, I told you I'd do this. I screwed up a little bit on pinfalls that took place in the 8-man Survivor Series. Ricky did get 2 pinfalls. He did pin Damian DeVille and Travis Southern. Cruiser the Bullfrog did pin Mr. Waller and Justin Grubb. So I stand corrected on that. So my apologies. That's what happens when you see so much stuff. You forget who did what.
That was poetry to my ears. I needed that right there.
So ask Kadari. He'll say, well, you was at that match. It's like, dude, how many matches have
We have journalistic standards on our show.
Yeah. Hey, at least he owned up to it. He made a mistake.
Hey,
we have journalistic standards on our show.
Yeah, Marcus don't make any
You've got to set it straight. That goes in the record book. You've got to set it straight. But anyhow, all right.
When it comes to wrestling, Marcus don't make many mistakes. So he's good.
You're going to make Marcus.
His first mistake was rooting against the good guys.
Who's that?
Marcus, I'm a guest on your guys' show, and you're not up to date with what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to say, but you just badmouthed Warren because he was trying to root for you. Now you want me to root for you?
Oh no! I'm glad. I'm happy to hear what Mr. Misery had to say. I just didn't want him to think I was about to do this whole good guy train like my morals had changed. I still have the same mindset. I don't want anybody thinking.
He just ain't drinking as much Kool-Aid as he used to.
Yeah, I'm trying to lose a little weight. There's way too much sugar in Kool-Aid.
Yeah, he's going sugar free on the Kool-Aid.
I'm more of a Propel guy these days.
Okay.
Anyhow, okay. This got off track. Where do I go here? I guess if we stay with the thing, where does Ricky Gunnz go from here?
Everywhere. I mean, of course, I've got some business I'm in the middle of at FEW. I've got some guys at FEW um, who have seen that untapped potential in me, and so I think some business moves at FEW are certainly in the works. Um, I also have a good group of guys who are willing to help me explore my options. Otherwise, I've relocated recently, so I'm trying to reach these other promotions that I haven't been to yet. So really, I'm trying to make a name for myself in the next year. I'm trying to really see what Ricky Gunnz is capable of on his own.
Go ahead, Chris.
I'm going to start out with the same question I always do. How has your mindset changed from when you first got into the wrestling business to now?
You see, when I first got into the business, I was very quiet. It was almost like a timid factor because there were so many people in front of me. There were so many people ahead of me. Um, it's kind of like being picked last in dodgeball. You know what I mean? You see all these guys who have made a name or made status, and you're just trying to eat. So yeah, when I first got in, it was a lot of timidness, a lot of intimidation, but thanks to the proper guidance by the ones who have been there throughout my career in the past almost 4 years, you know, now it's grown to how can I learn from this person? How can I take from this situation? How can I get better from this loss? So whereas everything was surreal in the beginning and I was wondering where I was going to fit and how I was going to do my thing, now it's how can I get better? I'm already on a roll. I've already got a good backing. I've already got a good background. How can I get better? It's pretty, yeah.
My question is, when you announced this, you said you was the right hand man and called X, and you mentioned the word leader. Do you think maybe that you are going to try to lead and maybe start your own group or your own family eventually?
I don't know about all that. I don't know if I'm meant to lead, but I know that I'm meant for greatness. I know that I'm meant to stand out. I know that I've already proven that I can do things in different groups or working with others or people backing me or in my corner. I mean, how many times has bald head Marcus said, you know, he commentates our matches and always talks about the numbers. Well, I'm ready to see how good I can do without those numbers. I can do bad all by
I
myself.
noticed that. Martin?
We might need to trademark that, Marcus.
All right. Let's lighten it up a little bit. Let's bring a little bit to the forefront here. I saw not too long ago you were talking about WrestleMania prices and how you'd have to try to win the Rumble. Since the Rumble is coming to Indy, I just want to hear, you get the opportunity to be in the Rumble. What number do you want to come in, and who would you want to eliminate?
I want to come in number 30.
Yeah.
Duh.
Robert.
And if I got like an opportunity, kind of like a dream moment to eliminate anybody from a Rumble,
Yeah.
it's between three people: Kane, CM Punk, and Jeff Hardy. Kane because of his stature and status in the Royal Rumble match. CM Punk because he's probably the guy that I'm gonna have to use my mind for, and be aware of all his sneaky Chicago tactics. And then Jeff Hardy, of course, because that's
Your guy.
my guy.
Okay, Marcus.
All right, I got a few things. Ricky, Joe Monroe is in the house.
Hey, Joe Monroe,
What's up,
baby.
Joe Monroe. That's
Hey,
our
the
guy.
last kids picked in dodgeball, baby.
Chris and Tony Warren. That's our buddy from down in Kentucky.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I've been
Oh,
watching
if
the show
you
lately.
guys haven't seen the Joe Monroe show, you got to go check it out right now.
Yep. I've been checking it out. I checked out when you was on and when
can I do a plug real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Shooting with Shane's supposed to be on Joe Monroe tomorrow doing another roundtable.
Yep.
So
So you know it's going to be a good one.
8:57. So
Yeah, round table about factions.
yes, factions.
Dang.
All right, Kelly. Under the weather, a little tired. She's been kind of sick and then had a busy weekend. So, who wants to ask Kelly's question so I don't have to?
I can ask it.
All right, Chris, go for it.
Who's your favorite super fan, Marcus or Kelly?
I mean, come on. Come on.
We know that.
I
answer.
mean, who is the best ring announcer that AACW has ever seen? Who is so amazing that even her cane is Hall of Fame? And then you got somebody who does nothing but talk shit about the good guys. Like,
Wow.
I don't agree with Brodie Bodkins much, but damn it, he ain't wrong.
Oh man.
All right, I guess.
We got another guy, good guy in here. Oh, Cooter's joined the show.
Yep, cousin.
Cooter's here. Kelly's Hall of Fame cane made 2 appearances last night too. So anyhow, all right, let's go with this. Tell us about who you have trained with so far, and you've been to several seminars. I know of one that I was in and out for most of. So, and well, of course, Congo Kong. So please enlighten us on that, if you would, please.
Well, a lot of people may not like it or may not agree, especially considering politics right now in indie wrestling. But I happen to know a very close friend of mine, somebody who also is seminar bred. My first seminar started with a Justin Terrell seminar at AACW. It led to seminars along the likes of, yes, Congo Kong, Bobo Brazil, Mr. Lawler.
Mm-hmm.
You know I tried to tag the wrong corner that night, but it was an absolute honor to get to work with Lawler. Let's see, I've done Mark 2 or 3 Mark House seminars now. I've done training at Congo Kongs. I've done training at WCWO. I kind of came into professional wrestling in a sporadic state. I kind of just got into where I could fit in. Oh yeah, I've even taken a Brodie Bodkins seminar. But I've always tried to do it the right way and handle this business with respect and listen to the guys who've been here longer than me and learn from every match.
And you got a seminar coming up in a few weeks, right?
Oh yeah, and I'm excited for that one. Yeah, Jake Omen. Oh yeah,
That's gonna be a good one for sure.
That's a guy that I don't know why he's not on TV.
I don't either.
it's a travesty. I mean, anybody who's coming out of his school right now is like blowing up. It's crazy. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm setting up the ring that day, so I'm trying to get a hold of the guy who owns the building so I can get in a couple hours early. Like, hey, Jake, if you want to get in here, just a little bit early, warm up a little bit. Try to get some one-on-one time with him, pick his brain for a little bit or something.
That's right, and I was part of that. Well, I was there. I wouldn't say I was part of that, but I've seen those Justin's and Jake Oman shows back in the EWF. So
Seen some of those too.
We saw some of those as well. That was when we first met Omen and all. Well, Danger as well.
Mike King and all
Mike
those guys.
King, all them guys.
Yep. Chris.
Oh, okay. Well, now that you're on your own, what are your goals in the wrestling business?
Honestly, I just I want to make something of myself. I don't necessarily care about where or when, but I definitely want to be one of the guys who starts making these lists. I want to be one of those guys who starts making these highlight reels. I want to be one of these guys who, other people like start requesting to work with. I want to be somebody that can help this business grow or help this business move on to the next generation.
Tell you what, that's a very good answer. That's a very good goal to have, to make your goal where people want to work with you.
yeah,
I think that's a very good goal. I like that. My question is, favorite moment in your career so far?
Oh dang. Honestly, there's been a lot, and I've been asked this a lot, and I'm on record a lot for different things, whether it's my matches in rivalry with Damian DeVille, or whether it's spots with my nephew Tanner Kelly, or making memories with SWS. Like, I've been on record for a lot of these, but the one that like hits home the most was it was being involved in Scarecrow's last match, and like I know I smeared some paint, but to get to do what I did and to go out there and even get to punch somebody in the face for somebody like Scarecrow's last match. Yeah, that's something I'll talk about to my kids, to my grandkids, etc.
Okay, Warren.
Now, like I said, I know we don't see eye to eye, but I do want to say that a couple weeks ago we did have get closer, come on. We did have Mr. Scarecrow on here, and he did give you a lot of props. I do want to say that you are getting noticed by a lot of us, so don't stop that train. But now, with all that being said, who's in Ricky Gunn's crosshairs right now? Who you out to get?
I got a few, and they kind of spread out all over the map. Bird is number one in the crosshairs right now. I've got guys like Cooter in my crosshairs. I would love to take an old dog like Cooter out for good. Guys like Christian Cash or Zay Gates, if he still thinks he wants to smoke. I've got a lot of unsolved business with Cruiser the Bullfrog. I still want Brodie Bodkins one-on-one. I feel like that's a mountain for me to climb, and while he was on here tonight doing his whole thing, which well deserved, he's pinned me before, so I kind of got a little resentment on that.
Nice list. Nice hit list. Like it.
Marcus?
All right. Answers are getting jumped into my questions. Especially the last three I had set down here. So let's go and just do them anyway. Scarecrow's last match. Why in the world did you think you could get involved with that? And how did you walk out at the end of that after Little Crow, Raven, took out your boys?
Well, see, first of all, and I covered this on the Joe Monroe show, is everybody in that audience at FEW that night, they underestimated me, they booed me, they embarrassed me. Yet, I fought like a raging bull. I put everything that Ricky Gunnz has culminated to be out there in front of those people, and for them to boo some weird old Canadian with some Karate Kid kick of a finish over me. Yeah. To see Scarecrow being built so big over his last match. Like, bro, you're from Kentucky. We're in Indiana. What? So, yeah, I went out there and I wanted to get me a little piece. And the only reason that little girl got the best of me is because she kicked me in the biscuits. That's unfair.
Kick you, more like field goal your biscuits. But anyhow.
Yeah, okay, Pat McAfee, my biscuits, Marcus, whatever.
We thought they were coming up to us. That's how hard she kicked you.
Yeah, that's not the point, Marcus. You asked the question, I'm giving you an answer, and you're continuing the ridicule.
I think this is why Brodie was mad.
See, this is why people like your wife better.
It went far before that, but okay.
I tried to help. I tried to be nice.
Okay, Chris.
Go ahead. I'll get next round.
Okay. If you were starting a wrestling promotion of your own tomorrow, who would be your first three people you would hire?
Oh, like indie, or are we like talking
indie.
like
Indie?
Oh, that's easy. Oh. Shoot.
That was not easy.
All right, I'm. Do I get like one trainer that counts outside the three I'm choosing?
You can. I'll give
All
you.
right.
You can have you can have four.
All right, so my trainer is definitely going to be Jake Oman, and I'm going to choose Eros, Adonis, and Zay Gates.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, guys, this is going to be our last round of questions. Ward?
Yeah, obviously you've got an impressive finisher. Is there any other high impact moves that you would like to add to your arsenal?
You know what? I've been working on this splash. It's like a 360 frog splash. I mean, it's pretty simple, but I would definitely like to hit it. I'm working on